Oh, God. We live? Am I already live? I don't think so, not yet. Maybe it's delayed. Let's get this playing. We on yet? I feel like we should be on by now. Get on, Beybladers. Blade Bay X here. Episode 24 today of the Beyblade X anime. I think we finally get Burn versus Cross, or at least some build up to. I don't know. I kind of forgot where episode 23 ended, if I'm completely honest. What happened in it? I think nothing much. My head's kind of been more with the manga, if I'm honest. The last issue, which I think is chapter 10 now, with Hell's Hammer. Come on, let's get a brain working. With Hell's Hammer, and the Bey tuber that steals it, the introduction of Queen. They're doing the popular blader competition. Whoever wins gets to challenge the top, which I'm kind of confused about, actually, because the team made up of the individual bladers. Does that mean that each of their teams would get to take on Team Pendragon? I didn't quite catch that in the scan that I read, if that was like a condition for the competition. Oh, it's Burn chatting with Chrome. Oh. Okay, is this an interview, or are they in a legal situation? Man, Burn's full of himself here. Chrome's just like, ugh, this brat. I have to really talk to him. Ugh. Chrome does not look impressed. That's funny. But yeah, sorry, I was going on about the manga. So yeah, they introduced the Bey tuber and stuff. Now I know we're all kind of fed up with Bird losing at this point, but that was like the perfect time to have him win. It just made so much sense. He had his new Bey. It felt like the team was together, working to make him stronger and help his training. He had learned or been practicing this special move to pay off. His opponent had stolen a copy of his Bey, and we always do that in like mangas, animes. Like, it's the imitation is never as good as the original trope kind of thing in like a clone battle and stuff. It's just how it is. So that's a cool setup. But also, they were a level 1 pro, like a floor 1 pro. So if they were a floor 1 pro and we see Bird beat them, it's believable, and it lets us know he's legitimately on a pro level, you know. God. Ooh, Clem. Bro, podrías. Yeah, you pulled an Orthoros. It's a little bit. I've got some. So I've got a sealed Orthoros up here. But I've got some plastic gen openings to do today, on stream. Pulled an Orthoros. The clickbait's working. I do have an Orthoros. Like, I genuinely have an Orthoros to open today, but I have got. I'll crack him out of here quickly. I have to. One of these boxes I prefer to open from the bottom. Is it this one? Yeah, using this one. Nah. So it's kind of like my mission to complete this Fukubaku box set. So in here I've got the blue Flash Leopard and the red Drigger still boxed. I've got all the bays from this set now, but not all of them are sealed up. I still need to get the two Dranzas sealed. So it'll be in this one. Just one. I think I opened them both from the bottom now. Yeah. This is the one with my sealed Orthoros in. So yeah, never played with this one. Looking pretty tasticals, to be honest. But I've wanted to battle with it. That's why I've been trying to find an Orthoros that I'm happy to have out of the box and battle with. See, I got a deck. Oh, you're talking Vanguard. Yeah, so I've technically got two going on. This is actually an empty box. Oh, actually, that's my wife's passport. Probably shouldn't have that there. So I have taken this one out and I've sleeved it up now. So I've got my energy and ride deck here, and I've switched out my my two what are they called? I think one's a draw trigger and the other one's a sentinel, because in my like PR cards I got with this box, I got another sentinel and a draw that just has an extra effect, so I figured I'd switch them up. The only thing is though, like, I've kind of got the mechanics of new standard down. I just haven't learned. I know there's only a few to learn, which is nice about this being pretty much a vanilla deck, but I do need to better memorize the individual cards' effects. Like, I'm good with all my all my trigger cards I've got now. It's pretty much just the boss man, this dude. I always forget the second effect, so gotta commit those to memory, and then I'll try maybe doing some Skype battle. Well, I used to call them Skype battles. No one's going to do it on Skype anymore. But you know, I'll play with some noobs over the over webcam. No, I still need to get an Orthoros, mate. They're not easy to get your hands on. I've got like 3 bits of Bey mail. I think they're all plastic gen this week that I want to open up. But yeah, they're not easy to get. And they're not cheap to get either, to be honest. Got a premium collection box too. Yeah, I haven't opened it yet though. I kind of told myself that I want to understand standard and get some games, and I'm not planning on buying any more decks. Like, I've got all of the decks for all of the card games in the world. I've played Vanguard a handful of times over the years, and I've never owned my own deck. It's kind of like with Duel Masters, Duel Monsters Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like I borrowed a deck for a long period of time, but I never had my own deck. I just played a bunch. So yeah, Vanguard's kind of been like that, but I haven't played it as much as other card games. But it's cool, and it's one that, like, it's not crazy complicated. Like, I play a lot of Magic, and that, like, being over here and translating what's going on in some Magic games can be a bit, I don't know. Actually, no, it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad as long as you know the game. I just wanted to give it a go, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'll teach you a new system. Only thing that sucks is the cards don't come with effects. Pretty much. So he lets you search. He lets you search your deck for a copy of him, and yeah, it might be the second effect that healer. I can't remember, to be honest. And then, you played against Daigo. Oh, was that on one of his live streams? I was trying to find him after Nazuma's stream where you guys were playing on there, and I just couldn't find his channel at all, no matter how I searched. But I saw, I think Nazuma shared that he was live streaming. In the jumping in on Discord has been very helpful for understanding a bit more about what's going on on the Beyblade community. Like, because nothing makes me feel older than jumping on Discord, because something about that UI just does not compute with my brain. Magic is simple. Yeah, magic is simple, but people get very confused about trigger order. And then when you're playing like EDH, and you can't really play something like a game of CEDH if you don't have a decent understanding of like rules, trigger order, and just all of the card effects. OG things happening here. A mini Anko, my boy. Yeah, we got some OG things happening here. I've got some Bay mail this week. Got a few things to open up and unbox. What is going on in this episode? Why are the Yeti and Pharaoh there from what is going on? Are they battling? They're battling against Burn in an exhibition, but why is he battling them before battling Team? What is going on? Are they trying to show off how much better he is than them? Just have a battle, bro. Ableman8, what's up, my dude? Yeah, we have got a North Rose to unbox. I've just shown off my sealed up one, but I've grabbed some OG parts. Yeah, last night he did Vanguard webcam fight stream. Yeah, I learned to play this week. Zuma gets his cards this week. Maybe you can join us. Yeah, maybe. So I do want to talk about that at some point on stream. Might as well do it now. Like my plans for filming. So I don't know if you've been following along on the channel. This week, it's not like I've uploaded endless amounts of content, but I've been able to upload a little bit more because I've been able to put a little bit more time that I'd be spending filming, at least to filming my own stuff. So I felt like we were in quite a good rhythm with like regular stream times. I had a regular like 2 to 3 videos going up each week. And then I took on a couple of jobs. Teaching back at Tiger Muay Thai. I was kind of doing that already before we hit that stride. That wasn't affecting it too much, but I was doing that. And then I took on a job where I was having to do a long period of traveling, like pretty much every couple of weeks at least. I was filming and doing editing work for like a motocross like season, like doing like the vlog, filming like all the travel, like the days at the track, like filming the actual races themselves, interview, like it was a lot, and it was a lot for a one-man crew to be doing anyway. But I was kind of happy to do it until I realized like the pay. What's going on here? I've got something stuck to the side of my head. The pay just wasn't worth it. So I kind of just told them what I would need from them to carry on doing that kind of work, and they were like, that's something maybe we can do later on, but not at this point. So I was like, well, call me when you get to that point then, because it wasn't worth my time. But it was good fun. But yeah, this last week has been like the first week not doing any of that stuff, not having to spend a lot of time, because the editing's one thing. Like editing takes a long time for certain vids anyway, depending on back and forth. When I'm editing my own stuff, doesn't take as long because I don't have to go back and forth with someone else. But like editing work for them was taking super long, because they didn't really know what they wanted, and they wanted about 4 different types of video crammed into one. It was like we were mixing a vlog with race videos and a podcast. I don't know, it was a bit much. So yeah, this is my first week really where I haven't been doing that. Haven't had anything left to edit, haven't had anything that I've been filming, so I've been able to film a bit more Beyblade time, and of course it being Beyblade Day this week, I wanted to kind of be able to participate in that to some degree. So yeah, it's been a fun week. I've gotten to compete last week, and I'll be competing again today. So Ableman, to quickly answer your question, are there any X videos coming soon? Yeah. It's mainly X videos at the moment. I've got Plastic Gen videos planned, but this week I'm going to be doing a lot of X stuff, so videos will be coming up. from my tournament last weekend. I'm gonna put up a specific vlog type video for that, but these next 4 weeks, 5, kind of 6 weeks really, but like in about 5 weeks time, I should have a video up. I'll have videos up before then, don't worry. But I'm working on like a bit of a longer project, not as long a project as this, getting these blimmin' black Dranzas and stuff made and printed is taken. But yeah, I've got a fun series that we're working on, and it's not just me in on it. You'll see coming up in the next few weeks worth of videos, my friend MJ, or Nanashi, he likes to go by, will be appearing in them. So he's a fellow half Filipino kid like me, living here in Phuket. He's like played different generations of Beyblade himself, but it was only a couple months ago he tried out X for the first time against a friend of mine, and he is yet to win a single match. Like, he did the comp last weekend, he lost his matches at that. He's yet to win a single match, so I'm putting him through a bit of a training arc. I'm making custom black Dranzy. Yes, my dude, yes. If you are new to this thing of, when was it? It was like, I think it was June or July last year. I was making a black Dranza video for the channel, and right around the release of X, actually, I was making a black Dranza video for the channel where I was making my own custom one. So I didn't own a black Dranza G AR, so I 3D printed one, painted it all up to look like the color scheme of black Dranza, filmed it and everything like that. But then my head was like, oh my god, what if black Dranza had like an evolution? And I just went on this like tangent of thoughts, and essentially I've designed a black Dranza V and the black Dranza G. I'll show you them in a second, as 3D print products. I'm currently waiting on high quality images for all of the stickers. I have most of the stickers, but I need the bit beasts and stuff like that finished off, so I will be able to have packaged up black Dranza, like original Beyblades with stickers. I'll show you some prototypes that are out at the moment, actually. Not out at the moment, that I've got here available at the moment. I tried making one when X came out. I messed up my Dranza. Oh, you mean so yeah, I have got my black Dranza X blade. Where is that? Maybe one of these things. Oh, right at the top, perfect. So I do have, sorry, my camera is not on the ideal settings for showing stuff off in focus here, but I do have this. So this is just the black or the Dranza X remake, primed and painted black. You can see like the blue plastic coming through where the paint's been shredded, and the well, at least it's not the surface plastic, it's literally like gouged out plastic, so it's just, yeah, the plastic underneath on a lot of the contact points. But yeah, I tried making one X game, boom boom. I bought another one to remake it correctly. Actually, yeah, it took me a couple days on and off to remake the whole beast logo vectored. Yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough. I don't have any skills in that department, so I've got people I've commissioned to do that for me. They're just they're kind of going radio silent on me for like weeks at a time, so it's making it a bit hard. It's but this is packaged up at the moment in a temporary little bag. My black Dranza V that I've made is like fully plastic gen compatible, so sticking with like the Dranza theme. I'll get it out of the bag. It doesn't need to be stuck in there. Boom, let's get these out of here. Yeah, I wish I had the camera on the right settings. I can't change it once it's in streaming mode, I'm afraid. But yeah, that's the AR. So with the V series of Dranzas, they were all like crosshead, four-headed ones. So I figured this would have to be. This is like a smash very smash attacky kind of AR, but like all Duranzas, it's got quite a balanced tip. So I do actually have two different tips you can put on this. This is the kind of semi-flat one, personally my favorite, and I've also got more of a domed one because both V series of black Duranzas, I mean all Duranzas have like some kind of base switching, tip switching gimmick, but yeah, the V's had like both had two different like modes, so I wanted to make sure I've got those. I will be selling these. I haven't got any online store or anything like that set up. What I was hoping to do is I'm quite close actually on YouTube to like the first kind of like level of monetization and stuff. So I'll be able to have a YouTube store, but so the reason I haven't opened up like a website for this stuff yet, one, because I wanted it to build and I don't want to just like invest all that in there, but from my other business back in the UK, I've got websites and like online stores and stuff that's been running for that for ages, but like I'm killing that off now, so the resources that were kind of going off to that will end up going towards like a website for this channel or this kind of area of things that I'm doing. So yeah, I will be selling, hopefully in the not too distant future, 3D printed parts for Beyblade X and OG Beyblade, and maybe even like Burst and Metal Fight. I've got files and I've got access to stuff like that, and I've done prints for them for myself. It's just I'm not as knowledgeable in those gens, so I'm gonna hold off on that. But I will be selling secondhand Takara Tomy stuff on there. I'll probably, like, I don't know, I'll Beyblade related stuff I'll be selling from there. The one thing I have to figure out here is I'm based in Thailand, so shipping can be expensive to other parts of the world, but I've done, while I was based in the UK, I did a lot of importing in martial arts like equipment from Thailand, and I found some pretty cheap ways to do that, like super cheap and super fast actually. I was like over the moon, so I'm hoping I can figure something out similar for exporting from here, because I don't own any, but I absolutely love like some of the super high quality like custom Beyblade makers and stuff like that out there at the moment, you know. Like, yeah, Ghostmaster stuff. I'm on like, come on, English. So I pay basically to have the commercial license to sell prints I own from Ghostmaster. So the majority of stuff I'm doing, like, he's the one I commissioned to customize the Black Duranzas for me. Yeah, he's got awesome stuff. As soon as I found it, I was like absolutely in love with it. So yeah, I've been working with him for a while now. I was even talking to him like yesterday, because not only do we have new Black Duranzas, I've got OG. I do wish my camera was set up properly right now so I could show you, but I have OG Black Duranzas I'm printing and able to sell as well. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of stuff. But yeah, these are a few other bits and pieces I'm doing at the moment. This I'm not gonna lie is my favorite one. This is Black Duranza G. So gigs. Unlike with Duranza F, because I know Black Duranza was just a recolor. I kind of wanted to make original bays, so the idea behind the blade, again, I apologize it doesn't show up as well from back here, but the idea behind the blade is I wanted something large like the Duranza G blade. I didn't want to make it like the GT one, because my personal preference is the kind of like bird-headed blades that or ARs that Kai uses. But for this one I wanted it to be large like the G1, but I kind of wanted it to be a bit bigger. I wanted to have a bit of the roundness of the, the anime Black Dranzer. It's like super super circular and rounded, so I wanted to have it some aspect of that. And Ghostmaster came back with a couple things first, which I thought looked great, but there were a couple aspects like on the contact points here where they looked like they might have been a bit frail. And my goal with printing these parts is, like I was saying with the other custom stuff, like it looks amazing, but my biggest worry with a lot of them is that they're just going to break my original parts. They look super super strong, super super awesome. So my goal with these is to have designs and use like materials that are kind of like equally as strong as the OG stuff, or just the actual parts we're using. Maybe a bit more durable, but in no way are going to damage the original like Takara Tomy or Hasbro parts that we use, because that would be the worst thing. Like, because eventually, like, it's going to be very hard to maintain like any gameplay of Plastic Gen without making new parts at some point. So if the new parts we're making are destroying the old parts that we're trying to keep alive, it's like... So yeah, that's my goal with these, is to make something that's compatible with OG stuff. And this is the base. This is inspired by it's the base of Dran's Gigs, but with the tip of Zeus. The tip of Zeus, that sounds gross. But yeah, my thoughts behind that were like a Kai absorbing, not absorbing, or Black Transit does absorb, sorry, but absorbing like the powers from Zeus, if not just like, oh shit, that guy beat me, I wonder what it was. Maybe it was his awesome like base tip. So yeah, just learning and developing on from there. So the episode is finished, and yeah, a bit clickbait, like nothing really happened, just a lot of farting around with poo with thingy there. But yeah, I do print X stuff as well. I can show some of that in a minute actually, so I've got some stuff packaged up. But I would like, because I haven't gotten to open them yet myself either, I would like to open some Plastic Gen stuff that I've had delivered this week. Again, I've really messed up on not having the camera in the right settings, but the show must go on. I'm gonna get, oh god, I'm gonna get these all out of the boxes first, so I'm not just... This actually is the Beyblade I probably should have had on the thumbnail for clickbait. That's the Beyblade, and I think it's this one specifically. I've been watching on trading pages go back and forth around the blades for ages, and every time I've been close, so close to getting it, but I actually got it this time. So yeah. Get some scissors. Alright, there we go. I'm going to start off with this one because I know what's in here. And again, talking about having a online store at some point, starting to pick up things that could be for stock in there that I don't necessarily need myself right now, but I know people would make use of. So what's this, medium like balance or whatever. This is the weight disc that you would get with like Dranza MS, I believe. I forget the name, but yeah, some HMS. Smells in Japanese. Yeah, we got some. Oh, this I'm quite happy with. This is a wide attack, but like it's hardly like, it's in pretty good damn condition. Most wide attacks, like my two wide attacks, like most of the paint's gone on them, I swear. This one's like in very very nice condition, and this wide defense is pretty damn clean. You know, I don't think they did, but I wouldn't be surprised if the guy polished them before sending them to me, because these are actually quite nice at the moment. So yeah, just a few little weight discs there, nothing crazy, but always useful to have extras of these. Alright, one of these One of these three is Blizzard Orthoros. I don't know which one. Definitely not this one. What's in this one? I think there's just some random extras with the Blizzard Orthoros. I can't remember buying it for anything other than the Blizzard Orthoros parts. So I think this is just, yeah. There you go. You can never be too. Dude, everything he sent me is in like pretty pristine, pretty damn pristine, or clean at least. You know, there's no fuzziness or griminess going on, which is good. This launch has definitely been used though. Like the it's got a little Sylvester Stallone mouth kind of going on. I don't know which one's going to be the Blizzard Orthoros. It's going to be anticlimactic when we oh god, I don't want to cut the actual Beyblade. Calm down, Rick. Calm down. We'll get on here. Is this it? This might be it. Oh no, this is not it. This is something else. This is a Flame Pegasus or Torch Pegasus AR. So I've got a spare one of these now, which is cool. Bunch of packaging still stuck on it. Yeah, sweet. Nice. Definitely has upper attack, like smash, like potential for sure. Haven't used this in too many different combos though, so something to play with. Alright. This should be a Blizzard Orthoros. So I'll open this last. No, I'll open it first because I think I've messed up on the clickbait might work for the Blizzard Orthoros, but I should have had the other one. To be honest, I could probably make a separate video with the other one at the moment just because of the Egyptian thing. I should have put like unboxing Zonomos's. Is Zonomos the Sphinx Cow user, right? You might have been able to figure out already just by that hint what Beyblade is in there. There we go. Look at this guy. I can finally test out this goddamn attack ring. And so I know I could take it out, but I haven't wanted to even open the wrapping on a thing there. But I've wanted to try out this AR desperately. Now I do have my own 3D printed ones. Again, here in this pack I've got my Blizzard Orthoros AR and 3D printed support parts, but I have not yet been able to hold them up next to each other and see how close we are. Like, as I imagine with most of the 3D printed ARs I got, they're probably a little bit thicker, which I quite like. It makes them a bit more durable. Okay, so the actual Blizzard Orthoros is marginally, like you can see on the outline there, even though it's not in the best focus, it's like god, half a mil, like kind of outline showing, if that, you know, is minimal. Thickness wise, the thickest part of the Orthoros blade is the same. Ours generally a little bit thicker. Ooh, let's compare the weights. Because again, like I feel like this is like one of those ARs not everyone's going to be able to add to their collection so easily. So having a much cheaper option would be helpful. So having the same AR only, difficult to use. Too much recoil. It is, but damn, it looks cool. It's so cool. Alright, 5.15 grams on that. I don't think we're going to be as heavy as that. Oh shit, no, we're heavier. We are 8.01. So yeah, a little bit of a weight upgrade. We got about 3 grams. Our 3D printed one's about 3 grams. Yeah, heavier. Yeah, nearly a full 3 grams heavier than the original one. Too much recoil on the Blizzard Orthoros. Yeah, I like most things that are like smash attacky and kind of should have too much recoil. I do want to try it out on top of the Burning Kerberos base for sure. I definitely want to check that out, and yeah, I think there's a few places I want to try this blade out, because again, it's just been a bit of an enigma to me. You know, a few things like this, like from these random boosters, like Blizzard Orthoros, Manta Diver, Crab Diver, is it Orca, whatever, all those guys. You know, there's a few ARs that I just haven't really gotten to try out. I never had them when I was a kid. Most people didn't have like prize bays from the random boosters when I was a kid, so I haven't really ever gotten to play with them. So yeah, I need to get hands-on testing, because that's the only way I learn or believe anything. Kendo, ¿Cómo está, capo? How you doing, dude? Yeah, Trigator, you know, don't have those. You know, these are all things that I need to get my hands on. So yeah, Kendo, my guy, how you doing, bro? Just unboxing some plastic gen mail I got from the week, and talking about some of the 3D printed parts I've made in comparison to them. So the one thing I don't have yet spare outside of my thingy is the support parts for Blizzard Orthoros, so I would like to try and get my hands on some genuine ones of those to compare it, because I will eventually, probably, maybe one day, maybe open that up, but it's not going to be anytime soon. So I would like to get some support parts to like test against my 3D printed ones. But yeah, pretty satisfied with that. I'd say the 3D printed one is slightly more compact. Again, it's heavier, so that may make a difference. I'd say the real one has a little bit more sloping going on, but this would need to be on a very, very low down blade, or in left spin for that to come into play. But in left spin, it's going to have quite awkward recoil off of this head part. So yeah, I don't know, it's an interesting one. We'll definitely. So Ableman8, to answer your question earlier, yeah, it's going to be X videos mainly this week, but our next plastic gen video, now I've got these things, will probably be testing out some 3D printed parts against the real versions. All good, bro. The weather here right now is so sunny, bro. That's awesome. Orthoros Blizzard, yeah, man. Sunny, it's hot as hell here at the moment as well, dude. Like, I've just we're gonna be pumping some iron in my garden over the next month. I'm taking a friend of mine through the, like, I don't want to say intense, just in case he's watching, but it's gonna be a pretty intense 4 weeks training camp. Now this is the thing I think I probably should have had in the thumbnail, because this is a complete bay. It's not just the AR from a nice bay. But honestly, I've been tracking, and I swear it is this specific one. I've been tracking this bad boy across like Marketplace for the best part of a year. You know, I only realized when I was getting ready for the stream earlier, it's been over a year now that I've been back properly into the hobby of Beyblade. You know, like, I never really left the space, but here it is. I want to see it. I want to see it before you all get to see it. Oh, this is pretty damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Check out this bad boy. We got a full, complete Desert Sphinxer. This is what I'm continuously saying wrong on all my videos about the Sphinx cow. Beautiful, fully functioning. I really wish I set up the camera properly. I do apologize, everyone. Like, if I bring it in close, it is not going to focus up at all. Nah. But yeah, pretty damn cool. Like, this thing has been going around the trading pages for ages. Like, without the sub AR. Without this guy. So I've kind of like not wanted to do it. But yeah, very, very, very happy with this pickup. I don't have a massive engine gear collection, to be honest. And this is in great condition as well, so this is a really cool pickup to have. Like, probably not the strongest of bays, but look at this thing. This is like, what the hell is this? You know, this is like disc ball before X. You know, this is original disc ball. Maybe I should do that. It's like OG versions of the UX bays. That'd be pretty cool. Have you looked at any X remake stuff, bro? Do I look at anything else? I've got, oh god, do I dare admit it, I've got 5 Trigger S's pre-ordered, and I've paid expedited shipping, so they should be here like the day after release in Japan, I hope. Nazuma, hey, I've done a video on that. Oh, what? On Desert Sphinxer. Oh, dope. That's awesome. Design contest winner. Oh, sick, man. Yes. No, you have, haven't you? Yeah. No, I remember now. I remember watching that video. But yeah, it is absolutely wild. But very happy to finally picked one up. Desert Sphinxer deserves a spin-off anime, bro. Yeah. Look at this guy. Look at this guy go. But it's nice, honestly, picking up something like this. Like, the closest thing to a blemish it has on it is like this little part of this sticker is a bit scuffed. But honestly, picking up a bay like this, as cheap as I did, in this kind of condition, like, very, very, very happy. I cannot complain. Kid designed it. Super cool looking. Yeah, man, super cool looking. You need a kid's imagination for this kind of shit. Like, it's super dope. But yeah, maybe if I don't know what OG AR would equate to, like a wizard rod one. It'd have to be something very round, like a roller. Well, roller defense isn't even that round, but something like that maybe. It looks like X-Bay is quite tall. Yeah, it's kind of tall like an X-Bay. I think all the engine gear stuff kind of is though. Like that was, I would say, my biggest issue as a kid, looking at the engine gear Beyblades and thinking they looked too tall. It looked kind of weird, because I always liked these compact ones, although I like the Drasil S base a lot. I don't know, but as a kid, you got all these prejudices and ignorance for no good reason, and you're just like, nah. Like, I just thought they looked too tall. I didn't understand it. Isn't Desert Sphinxer the tallest? Maybe. I'm not going to grab all my OG Gen bays now and check, but have we got any engine gear bays nearby? Yes. Got my Gaia Dragoon. Yeah, it's significantly taller than Gaia Dragoon. But yeah, it's pretty dope. Super cool looking. Maybe Master Drasil. Master Drasil's tall. I think anything on that, like sharp base is tall AF. That is a tall base. That's what always put me off about that one as well. That's why I didn't think combos. Like, I never wanted to use that base for my Master Drasil, but I remember like thinking like I had to use the Master Drasil AR for all my combos, because that name must mean it's the best Drasil. That was my like 10 to 12-year-old logic, I think. Like, it's like that Drasil must be the best Drasil because it's called Master Drasil. So if I take that AR and put it on my Drasil S blade base, then like I'm onto a winning combo. It went like Drasil S, then I put the Drasil F AR, and then when I got Master Drasil, I was like, this must be the complete combo now. Flash Sagittario would be perfect in X. Even with the standard ratchet, it will be the same height. Okay. Sagittario. Yeah, I can't pull that one out of my brain on a moment's notice. I think X would benefit from 40, 30, 20 height ratchets. I'm all for getting lower down ones. It will get to the point where scraping. I know they're on ratchets, and it should just be the bit height affecting it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right then. I don't think it should be a problem. It'll definitely mean like when it tips, it scrapes a bit more. Like, but I'm excited for when we finally get 40s, 50s, and 40s. I'm very hyped for. Like, if we get 20 and 30, goddamn, that's gonna be like going for the ankles. Like give me a Dranza S AR on like a 20 height and low flat, and I'm like coming for every ratchet. Like, you're not even trying to burst the ratchets at that point. You're like knocking the bits out of knocking the bits out of the Beyblades. Only a HMS round shell. Yeah, HMS would be it would be cool to have. What do I have HMS wise that could be a rod AR? I don't know if anything could. It's a very different looking aesthetic, I think, the MS stuff or the HMS stuff. And I don't have a very big HMS collection either. 70, 80 are so freaking tall. Yeah, although I am keen on 70, I'm hoping, because I try and pretty much have everything on 60 that I can. Going to a tournament later, and it's a team tournament, so there's 3 of us on each team. We each have one combo, and we can't have repeating parts. I think we're all going to be on 60 ratchets, and I'm not sure we're allowed to use 960. I'll have to find out when we get there. But so it'll be 360, 460, and 560. I'm hoping to use 560 because I'd like to use my Unicorn Sting combo. One of my friends is going to use a Hellscythe blade, and my other friend is going to use a Dran sword blade. I'm thinking it might be Dran sword on 360 ball and Hellscythe on 460 point. That might be our team lineup. But yeah, when 70 comes out, I'm hoping that maybe I can incorporate that into a good deck. Region Savior, sup my dude, how are you doing? Thank you for dropping by. A118, I wished Kara took remakes seriously. I don't know. I know what you mean by seriously. Like, you wish they made them like competitive with the mainline stuff, because they make them so freaking light, Round shell fits a Drasil MF, to be honest. Okay. What's round shell off? Is that like an illegal like fun combo you can make? Trigger S looks mid. Frankly, it needs metal change, not point. Now, I think that's going to be something that happens with all of the remakes. I don't think we're going to get anything other than a new blade with them. So with Dranza, we just got a new blade. 380 was already with Night Shield, and Taper was already with Hellscythe. It was going to be the same for Drigger, and I think that just sets like what they're going to be doing for all of them. Which actually, what Pegasus that got? This is how much of an MFB noob I am. Is it Storm Pegasus? I think. Or Cyber? No, Storm. One of them. Anyway, it's got a rubber tip. The way I'm thinking is there's no way, if they release it with a rubber tip, it'll be the first Bey that has one. Like, there'll be something that comes out beforehand that has a rubber bit. Because we don't get new bits, we don't get new ratchets with the remakes, is the way I think that they're going to be doing it. We just get the new blade, and that way they can just make, like, to probably, I don't know if this even makes sense for a business, but maybe to levy the costs of having this individual mold just for like the blade and the thing, they shore up their margins by making it lighter. Like takes less material. I don't know. I don't know. Um, Emelianko agrees though. But yeah, it would be great to get a metal change tip, but I don't know how I feel about sharp metal points in the X Stadium. You know, I don't think they'll be bad, but I think they'll properly mess up my stadium at that speed. It's a bit different with the plastic gen stuff. Yo, dude, got the same scouter as me. Yeah, nice man. Yeah, still got the little like with this part on it. It's like too light for my head. I don't know how much batteries in it at the moment, but I got this in like it's out of batteries. But I got this bad boy in like 2014 maybe, 2016, 2015. Might have been towards the end of 2014, I think. I can't remember. But I was in Akihabara and just spending all my money on nonsense, you know. And yeah, this survived. To be honest, that trip I mainly spent my money in the Capcom store on Monster Hunter stuff. So much Monster Hunter stuff. Like I came back with like a Monster Hunter Letterman jacket, like plushies of like Devil Joes and stuff. Like so much. I think Takara should hire someone like Bench and let him do it. That would be great. But then they would probably not be happy with how expensive every individual blade is to make. Like it'd be hard for us if every X-Bay costs like $1 bajillion. Although I'm sure they could bring down the cost once he does the design and then they just sort out the materials and the molds and stuff, you know. So yeah, it would be a good idea. It'd be cool. Recycled parts with remakes make me sad. Yeah, it'd be cool to get like a completely original Bey, but then they become the Chase Bey and they probably become more expensive, you know. Rarest got tapered, like completely different from the original. Yeah, but it's probably the best they can do because like it'll probably be a while, I imagine, before we get a bit gimmick with X where like it's spring loaded and stuff. There's room in the bits for that stuff to happen, you know, which is really cool. Like there's definitely room for all these things to happen, and to do like these small little mechanics inside the bits. So we will probably see some mode changing bits, but like it was either going to get point or taper or high taper. It was going to get a balanced type bit because they're releasing them first, probably to get older gen people back in early, you know, some like crowd favorites. That's why they're going for the Dranza and now they're going for the Trigger S, you know. Like people got good memories of them blades when they were a kid, you know. They like Dragoon, of course, like he's the main man and everyone knows him, but like if you think back to memories, if you can, you're able to think about those memories like 25 years ago nearly, when you were playing in the playground or playing in the dirt or whatever, or playing in the bathtub or your mum's wok or something like that with your Beyblades, the kitchen floor. Like Dranza S and Trigger S were winning matches for you. Trigger S was winning matches, you know. Trigger S was winning all the damn matches. So I think they have like a certain extra like, well, there's a certain like palpableness of the nostalgia for those blades. It's different and it's individual for everyone, of course, but I think that's probably why Takara picked them. Like collectively, there's a lot of love for those Beyblades. If they give Pegasus flat, it'll suck. It needs rubber. Yeah, I mean, if we see a rubber tip before Pegasus, then 100% it'll have a rubber tip. If we don't see a rubber tip before Pegasus, it'll probably be on flat. Galactic, what's up, my dude? How's it going? You good? How's the weekend treating you, my guy? Ryujin, I got mine from a GameStop for $10 in 2017. Nice. Is that your are we talking Trigger S, Dranza S there, dude? Or something completely different? Round. Oh, sorry, you're talking about Round Shell. Round shot is a gimmick specialty HMS blade, which you can launch it as a Bey wheel to. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That would be great as an AR for a Wizard Rod copy. That'd be amazing. Benchmade auto change for Dranza V2. Yeah, it looks great. The Dranza V2. Has he shared it on YouTube yet? I know, because I saw it on like Instagram and everything first. But has he shared it on YouTube yet? Because it's so dope. If he has shared it on YouTube already, I've probably already shared it to my community tab, to be honest. But yeah, it looks so good. Especially coming from a complex system like Burst, which had 10 plus parts in some bays. Yeah. But Burst felt, by that point to me, again, I'm not hip to Burst, but when I was like playing around with a lot of Burst stuff, it felt fragile. I don't know if that's just because everything burst so easily. The DB BU stuff wasn't so much like that, but like I really like the GT stuff. All my GT bays, like, I have a lot of fun playing with them, but they seem frail. They feel like they're gonna crumple apart to me, you know. So yeah, maybe having that many, I don't know, because like OG had like a million different parts to it, but it felt so like precise and like nice. $10, woo, nice. Yeah, $10 for any like HMS stuff is pretty good. Like, talking about the DBZ Scouter. No, I got mine. Got mine in Japan. It's a shit. Does it have? Or have I just not turned the batteries on? Oh, can you hear? Yeah. Because all the dialogue is in Japanese. I don't know. Does the sound even come out on this thing? Screams in Japanese. I don't know if you can hear any of this. Yeah, a little bit of Vegeta's. Going good, but just got a bunch of snow here. Yeah, dude, seems like you're always getting snow. Have fun shoveling that, my guy. I have not had any snow here at all. Although we're only about a month or so out for a monsoon season, so it's going to be very wet here soon. Dragoon S remake was also secretly revealed in the World Championship trailer next to Storm Pegasus and Victory Valkyrie remakes. Was it? I can't remember seeing any images or videos of the Dragoon S remake. That's cool. I mean, it's no secret it's getting remade for sure. Like, all of the S lines getting remade. But yeah, that's cool. If you know of where I can find an image or something, that'd be dope to check it out. But yeah, that's pretty cool, man. So yeah, for me today, we got the team tournament coming up. Oh, it was in the background. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we got the team tournament coming up. I'm going to be filming a bunch of stuff from it again today, but I'll probably be on a bit of a week delay when it comes to like maybe tournament vlogs coming up, because again, there's one kind of like main overarching like video project that I'm filming for at the moment, and this is all kind of part of it. So yeah, posted in the Zuma server. Sick, I'll check that out. I want an engine gear inside a bit. I wonder if someone can win a tourney with Rhino Horn only. Engine gear inside a bit. I can't remember who I was. There was some discussion going on about this in on one of my comment threads. When was it? Sometime this week, about engine gears in in Beyblade X, and it not being possible because it'd be like too heavy or something. Now, when I'm thinking about, let's get a chance to grab on the Mario. So I also, just around, I also have these little packs I'm putting together. So like this one here, this is all the attack bits for Beyblade X. So you've got flat, rush, XL, gear flat, and low flat here. If I just use one of these so I can show you the inside. Like, so with the actual scrap XL here, so with the actual Karatomi ones, of course, down here it's hollow apart from the little metal cylinder you see at the bottom of them typically, which isn't a magnet, it's just a like chunk of metal. Now there's a little bit of space inside there that you can have some play with, and if you've been following mainly on the community tabs. Oh, by the way, sorry, I've got your message, by the way, on Discord. I have actually started a Discord server for the channel. I'm yet to post anything in it. I've set up some rooms and some chats for like what I want or what I think would be good to have in the channel. But yeah, nothing much is going on there yet. So yeah, I think I've got the link in the YouTube description now. But I don't know if it's something I can share in chat here if people want to start jumping in on there. But again, pretty dead at the moment. I think I'm the only boy there, only boy. But let's I'll make a link. Why not? Dun, 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 dun. I just joined. Easy. Did that sound cool? Yeah, so if people do want to jump in, go for it. I'll probably start posting some nonsense in there soon. But I am, like I was saying earlier, I feel like an old man whenever I use Discord. I'm like so out of whack. But yeah, in here, so there's a bit of discussion going on. They thought it'd be too heavy. What I imagine, and why I'm talking about the string launchers, is the amount of times this last week especially I've like recoiled like the steel springs and stuff like that. I feel like there is definitely the ability to have, so you've got like the top part of it here. I feel like there is enough room to have this rotate on a separate bearing from the rest of this and have some kind of steel spring in there which is attached to both the base on one end and the top on another, or some variation. Again, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a physicist, but I think this is possible. So that this part essentially rotates separate from this, and that will be in the gear chip. Now I know the gear chip rotates, but that will create some level of drag that you can either maybe pre-wind it beforehand. Sorry. So you can maybe pre-wind it beforehand, like you would do with like your engine gears before, with the little winder key, or like a Warburg 4 or something like that. On contact and using the extreme line, it'll just build up torque and rotate itself, so that will wind up the engine gear, and it will create for like these little burst attacks or like extra like kind of like life after death moments, you know. That's what I envision anyway. That's what, if I was at Karatomi on the design side of things, that's where my obsession would be, is making sure engine gears work in bits, like making the tiniest, like cracking out like the little, and just making the tiniest little engine gear you possibly could. And that would be my objective. But if anyone has got an opinion on it, I would appreciate your thoughts on picking between Unicorn Sting Unicorn Sting on 560 high needle, or switching this out. Have I got the white one here, or just, yeah, or switching it out for it on orb instead, because I love this combo. I think it's great, but it did awfully in my testing video. Now I know it was all against stamina combos, but I still think it's really, really good. Like, because you don't, when I'm doing my little dual launcher link battles, you don't get to really include launch skill or strats in the equation. But I've been getting super impressed by orb recently, a bit that at first I just didn't think much of, and I think that's because I was using it in the stock combo too much with Viper Tail, and I don't think Viper Tail marries up with this bit at all. But I've been seeing some really, really good things with this combo, so I'm very tempted to switch it up. So if anyone's got an opinion on high needle versus orb, I would be very open to hearing that. Night Shield wins them all. I go crazy with Night Shield on Gear Flat. So I had Night Shield on Gear Point for the tournament I did last week, and I think that's sealed the nail in the coffin for me, that I don't actually like Gear Point. It just looked cool, you know, like that kind of like hyper pink bit sticking out of most blades. I thought really cool, and I think just visually it suckered me in, because as we all know, the aesthetic is the most important part of building a combination, and I thought that one looked dope. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to use it on everything. I think I made like a bunch of my videos in a row or live streams of every combination was on 560 Gear Point. But yeah, I just think it scrapes too much. I think all the gear bits scrape too much. Like Gear Flat's fun and it's fast, but if something either dodges its first couple attacks or tanks them, then it's got no stamina at all. Gear Point I still think is my favorite out of the gear bits, but its strongest aspect is when it's in like the stamina mode anyway, and the fact it's got some life after death. But if it just didn't have the gear bits, it was just regular Point, it would have more stamina anyway, so the life after death wouldn't come into play, you know. It's a bit weird. And then with Gear Needle, like, that's absolute trash, like absolute trash. Like, doesn't do anything good. Like, it can extreme dash when it's like upright, which Needle can do anyway, and then the moment it tilts, like all the defense bits do, you've lost all stamina. So, and I think it's the easiest to burst. Like, it was becoming a bit of a, like, I was getting a bit of like, I don't know, on my 3D printed parts like shit compared to the real things, because my 3D printed Gear Needle just kept bursting, and I was like, oh god, like maybe it's just a bad design. And then I get my hands on a couple copies of the real Gear Needle, and that just bursts all the time as well. So I'm like, okay, no, the actual one, like the 3D print is just accurate to what it is. Is having no bit at all allowed in tourneys? No, it's not. No, you can't just have blade and ratchet. Not in an official tournament, or any tournament I've been to anyway. If you wanted to do your own tournament, where you could do that kind of stuff, then of course. But yeah, no, you have to have a full combination, because I mean, you get the advantage of it being lower down and harder to burst, but two, you also get the disadvantage of you've got zero burst resistance when you hit the side of the stadium. So I've done a couple of things. It might have been yourself actually that suggested that in a couple battles on the streams. But yeah, anytime I launch without the ratchet and it moves around the stadium, it just bursts itself, because if the notches on the ratchet hit any of the extreme lines, then it's just going to fall apart immediately. Yeah, I've got images you sent me a second ago. Okay, yeah, so Dragooness, in the background. But okay, so is that a spoiler? Because that looks like the actual original Dragoon-S next to the original other two bays. They're not like, are they the X remake versions or are they just the original ones? And the weight disc looks kind of thick on the Dragoon actually. And they all look pretty much the same size. Were they all the same size? I think the Dragoon S would have been smaller than the Valkyrie for sure. I don't know, but that's cool. You probably won't be able to see the image on there. It's super, super dark. Yeah, my brightness is turned up. Yeah, super, super dark. Don't know if it's better that way around. There we are. But yeah, those guys next to each other. Let me know if you think they are the OG. Oh no. Does the Dragoon have 3? Yeah, I think it's got 3. So I think these might be the X remakes actually. Enhance image. Maybe. Maybe. We shall see. We shall see. Boom. But yeah, looks pretty dope. Bay wheels. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't. You have to use a blade ratchet and bit, but if you turn up to a Beyblade X tournament with Bay wheels, you're absolutely fine. Like if you turn up to any Beyblade X tournament I'm running, you're absolutely fine. I can't speak for anyone else. But yeah, it's cool. I think these tournaments at I think I've still got my busted thing. TCG Ignition here in Phuket are going to be a weekly thing now. So I should be able to make most weeks, which is nice, to get a little bit of like IRL committed time for Beyblade action with other human beings, because I'm playing a little bit more with other people now anyway. Again, like I'm going to be doing a lot more filming with my friend MJ, putting him through his Beyblade X training arc. Gonna turn him into an absolute monster. I might as well just let you know now. So I'm currently building some actual instructionals. Like, again, I don't talk about it a lot on the channel, but my job for like the last like full-time job, really, aside from the fighting and like other bits I've done, my full-time job has been coaching for like full-time has been coaching for like 12-13 years now, but I was coaching and stuff before that, so I've got a couple decades really of like coaching, and not just like running a couple classes. Like I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty decent coach. Like working now, even like when I freelance, I can jump in at like the biggest gym in the world, like the most famous gym in the world. I've been very fortunate to be part of a lot of high-level athletes camps and stuff like that, and work with a lot of fantastic coaches who have great minds for the sport and stuff. And I've developed myself in other areas where it comes to like getting my strengths and coaching qualifications and nutrition, all these things and stuff. That's where my actual professional skills lie. I am building an instructional, essentially, or a guide on at the moment the first one I'm building is launch power, how to develop launch power through technique and an exercise program you can go through that will specifically target that kind of stuff, and then I'll be going on to some other things from that. But one thing that's been great is now actually having the battle pass and being able to log RPM on launches. Like it's actual numbers. Like you need numbers to be able to get the data and actually make something scientific and not just purely anecdotal, like debates between string launcher power and ripcord launch power and stuff like that. It's like you need numbers to back up claims. So essentially I might be able to do a little bit of myth busting in these videos and stuff like that, but essentially the goal is just to put out like legit information that's been researched and peer reviewed. So I have strength and con coaches that have worked with UFC champs will be involved in this. I've got physios that have worked on all these same people, helping me build these programs and stuff. So it's not like I don't know. I haven't just written down a list of exercises and things to do. Like anything I do in this realm of stuff, it's it's pretty. It's going to be pretty damn accurate. At least the hope is. I don't want to set myself too high of a pedestal, but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. It's something I've been wanting to build for a while, and I have been really. I've been doing research, but MJ jumping on board for this has been a big catalyst for me being like, yeah, now's the time, because essentially I was going to be doing this by myself, and like I am in no means the biggest and buffest boy out there, but like I'm already a professional athlete, and seeing the difference between a base level professional athlete doing these things to 4 weeks later, there's not going to be much of a change in anything I do. The percentages that I jump up in like a few weeks kind of thing, they ain't that high anymore, like there's no big difference. So MJ is coming from a point of like next to zero Beyblade X experience, and plays a little bit of football, and being Filipino plays a bit of basketball, but other than that he's not really he's not beasting himself in the gym daily, so yeah, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna do like a few one-to-one, kind of like, I say one-to-one, I'm going to be guiding him one-to-one for everything, but I'm going to be working out at the same time, getting my reps in. So we're working out together a few times a week. I've got a recovery program for him for like cardio, stretching and stuff like that. I'm going to see if I can talk to some of my sponsors that help with some of my recovery stuff, and get him to go through the same progress, like maybe get him like physio appointments, some sports therapy, like maybe some cryotherapy, some isolation tank time. Basically I'm trying to carry on the good work of Bega and Boris, and I'm trying to build my own child soldier like army of Beybladers. I mean, MJ's not a child, he's an adult, but yeah, he's my guinea pig. If I get all my test subjects are slowly going to get younger than MJ. I'm just going to put them through this beastie program. But yeah, we got the giant IRL stadium now. I got all my weights, all the mats and stuff like that out in the garden. I'm building Bega Blader HQ out of here. So yeah, that's another reason actually, if you want to jump in the Discord, as we're doing our workouts and stuff, I've got a channel open in that for, if you do anything positive like that, exercise, workout, some training of any sort that day, post it in there, get some positive reinforcement from some other people around you. It's nice. You don't have to be doing it, but if you are, it can be nice to get some encouragement from people. I've been there, like sometimes, man, like when you're doing like self-imposed sounds like such a tragedy, but like self-imposed like workouts, you're not being taken through it by a coach, or you're not in a group and stuff like that. A little bit of outside encouragement can go a long way, because it can be hard to self-motivate yourself sometimes when you're already tired and you just don't want to be there doing it, you're uncomfortable and stuff. So yeah, just a place to be positive, to be honest. And if you're not, I'll give you a karate chop and I'll kick you out of the server. So yeah, be cool, be excellent to one another, But I think that might be it for the stream today, everyone. Thank you for dropping by. So again, we didn't really progress the story in the anime too much today. Of course, they're splitting up the battle over a couple episodes because they gotta milk this. Like, when they actually get story from the manga, that'll be like 3 episodes. Like, they can make up stuff for 1 episode at a time or 2 episodes at a time, but when it's the actual manga source, they'll spread that out over a few, for sure. Um, you should use Muay Thai legs to launch. Imagine the power. Well, as you'll see in my videos, you should be using those mechanics in your legs anyway if you want to generate power for launches. But I ain't giving too much away. I'll let the videos actually explain it, because otherwise it'll just be me waffling for too long now about body mechanics and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, not too much progressed in the anime, milking the manga a little bit here and just spreading it a bit thin, but you know, is what it is. I wonder what Burn's name will be in the Western localization of it instead of Burn, because I don't know if they'll be able to call a character Burn if they can't call a character X, and they have to call him Jackson. I don't know. Or Cross, you have to call him Jackson. Or Bird to Robin, I still think's weird. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, cool, like, but just call him Bird. Bird's as normal a name as Robin, you know, like pretty much. Like, I've met maybe, no, I don't think I've ever met a Robin. I know it's not like, not a name. I know people are called Robin in the world, but like, I probably meet as many people called Bird as I do Robin. I can't even, did they change Morty's name? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to call him Burn. That might be a bit provocative or aggressive for the Western dub. But yeah, so that's going on. We opened up some cool OG parts. Very happy with these. I know I opened them first and didn't make much of it, but very happy to get these. These are very good condition weight discs. Very good condition, especially, honestly, for a wide attack. To like basically have like no real paint taken off is like rare, so very, very happy with that. Again, we got a Torch Pegasus AR, which is cool anyway, because it's quite a thick one, you know. It's like, and not just thick, but it's got like the edges are kind of like rounded off, so I feel like it's quite a durable AR, which is cool. And of course we got the actual OG Blizzard Orthoros, so I can finally do some battles comparing it to my 3D printed ones. And yeah, honestly, this should have been the star of the thumbnail, but we got our oh god, nearly just absolutely destroy it, but we got our Sphinx cowl now. So no, not Sphinx. Alright, so I've spent so long now, I say so long, the last couple of weeks trying to stop myself saying Sphinx cowl. No, stop myself saying Desert Sphinx of Jesus. I can't even to stop myself saying Desert Sphinx when referring to Sphinx cowl. And now that I've got Desert Sphinx in my hands, I'm calling it Sphinx cowl. But yeah, the original versus the newest Egyptian Bey. Like, Desert Sphinx is even taller than Sphinx cowl. That's funny. Yeah, this bit, absolute trash. Absolute trash. Yeah, spoilers. One video I'm going to do probably this week is new Beys versus old Beys. So I've got a few parts up here that are like, they haven't been battled at all. They were unboxed on a live stream and have been there since. And I've got all these Beys in their awakened form as well. And they've been smashed about a lot in battles. So I'm going to see if it actually makes any difference having a newer part to an older part. Alright, I've waffled on with this goodbye for too long. Thank you very much, Beybladers. Appreciate you stopping by as always. Ableman8, Ryujin, Galactic, and Manianko. Nazuma, you stopped by, didn't you, dude? Thank you again. Ray, thank you for sending the stuff. And Clem at the beginning. You wanted a reaction to the Clemex? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Did I share something, or did I was on? But yeah, I checked out your channel, dude. It's cool. It's Beyblades. I like Beyblades. But yeah, thank you again, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Take care, my man.